Happy Halloween, Western Slope. I'm the Invisible Man here to talk about your weather. I'm just kidding, Western Slope. I'm over here. Hi, it's Dalen Brazelton. Happy Halloween, everybody out there on the Western Slope. Let's talk about your weather for the upcoming weekend. Folks, it's going to be a lovely Halloween for today as we're expecting some slightly above average conditions for the nighttime. Some clouds are setting the tone early for the morning, and then that clears up just in time for some trick-or-treating. It's been a long countdown, but it's finally here, the spookiest day of the year, and I, for one, could not be more excited. Very excited to see everyone's costumes for tonight. Now, let's talk about your weather. Right now, we're seeing upper 30s in Grand Junction, just about freezing temperatures in Delta, with mid to upper 30s as well for Nucla, Montrose, and Paonia. Glade Park actually a little bit warmer than everywhere else right now, seeing those low 40s at this point in the morning. We're expecting to see a pretty gradual increase in those temperatures over the day. 60 degrees expected a little bit later in the day, anywhere between that 1 to 2 p.m. hour. And then the morning hours itself shaping up to be slightly warmer than we've been seeing in those upper 30s. But the morning itself shaping up to be lovely indeed. For that dog walking forecast, we got Sunny hanging out with us for the final dog walking forecast of the season in his Chewbacca costume, and he looks so cute. Folks, it's going to be a lovely day to take your dog out for a walk. Those mostly cloudy conditions are not affecting the temperature too terribly much. Like I mentioned, slightly above average temperatures for the morning, turning into mid to upper 40s at 10 o'clock, noon ushering in those mid 50s as well. A little bit of a breeze, but not too terrible for the day. All in all, going to be a beautiful one to be sure. For that trick-or-treat forecast, things are shaping up to be great for the evening time as well. We mentioned clear skies, low 60s, and then starting to decrease, of course, as that sun begins to set. But don't worry, we're not expected to see too terribly cold conditions before things wrap up for that trick-or-treating season, and then midnight's ushering in those upper 30s. But we are getting back down into the mid-30s for the coldest point of the night. But hey, if you're still out and about when it gets to the lows of the day, let's call it a successful Halloween night, why don't we? Cloudy skies for the morning, and then a slightly above average for the highs as well. What's really important is not a whole lot of wind speeds, which is always great when it comes to people's costumes. Now let's talk about what you can expect for your weather over the weekend. A high pressure system is pushing in from the Sierra Nevadas over into the Great Basin, and this is going to be clearing things up as well as drying things out all the way to nearly the Front Range as well. The Rockies kind of stopping a little bit of that. But honestly, if you're doing any traveling over the weekend, this is a very good sign because things should hopefully be pretty nice and dry over the passes. Meanwhile, Sunday, we're seeing that kind of expand even further out close to the Great Plains, all the way up through the Dakotas as that high pressure system then kind of takes a turn towards the south. Meanwhile, to the southeast, that low pressure, well, that's causing some of that cold air that's been lingering in that area to kind of stick around a little bit longer. Meanwhile, we're slightly above average for both the highs and the lows of the day. Who remembers back in 2019 when the overnight low was 6 degrees. Fun fact, that was my first few months of being here, and I remember it very distinctly, but definitely not going to be anywhere near that for tonight. As we look ahead at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, we're seeing those mid to low 60s for today, tomorrow, and then a big increase as we head in the next week. Nearly 70 degrees to kick off November. Want to remind everyone, daylight savings time, it's ending on Sunday. Make sure you set those clocks back an hour. Cloudy skies as well for Montrose today. Overnight lows close to freezing, if not outright hitting it in some areas of Young Compagre. So Western Slope, happy Halloween.